Oh, all right. Hello there, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, today's Sunday. And it is supposed to be our anniversary stream, which is, I think it's a couple days a little late because technically, I believe, yes, Wednesday should have been our anniversary stream because February the 1st is when we first started, which is 2 years ago, back in 2001. Yeah. Man, I can't believe it's already been 2 years. But yeah, so today's supposed to be our anniversary stream. And I was supposed to be spending today preparing for that. But instead, I've kind of been playing a lot of Fire Emblem. And I just ended up beating Fire Emblem Engage. So I might be spending a lot of time just talking about that. We'll see. But yeah, anyway, welcome everybody. Also, because I've been spending all day playing Engage, I don't have anything prepared. So today's stream is going to be very interesting. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Also, hopefully everything's working. I did not really prepare. Like I said, I didn't really prepare much. So I don't know if I have a good scene set up for this. I did see that I had my old, whatchamacallit, my old scene from all the way from last year. But it had Twitch chat on it instead of YouTube chat. So I might, should we just head on over into the normal game? The normal scene that I do? That might be a good thing. Yeah, anyway, you know what? Let's just head over to here. Haha. Yep, you see I'm nice and big. Actually, hang on. You see, totally not scuffed. Let's just go ahead. I'm going to add in a new overlay just for chat. Boom. Add a widget. I think I can add a chat thing. Oh, geez, how do I do this? Ah, here we go. My stream chat. And I'm just going to make it nice and big. That looks good. Save it. Chat. Boom. Copy the link. Hang on. I think I can fix this. I can make it good. Here we go. WT chat. You guys should see this in just a second. Boom. In fact, I wonder if it shows. Do you guys see that nice little URL right there? And here it is. Oh, and hey, Hemro. Thanks for stopping by. And why is that so small? Hang on. I can fix that. Why is chat so small? Text settings. How do I make this bigger? Big. Oh, no, that makes it smaller. Okay. Come on. Totally not doing this as a lot. Ooh. That looks rather cool. All right. I'm just going to do this. Size. Font. Sure. Size 30. Save. Oh no, it got rid of Hemro's message. Okay. So again, very scuffed stream, but thank you for stopping by, Hemro. As I was mentioning before, I ended up playing, right before the stream, I ended up just beating Fire Emblem Engage. So I may end up spending a lot of time talking about that. I may even show off some of my team and everything for that game. We'll have to see. And then maybe just maybe, I'll actually do something that's supposed to be anniversary related. But yeah, it has been, it's been 2 years since we started. And as I said, I was going to plan for a couple of stuff, but this morning, what ended up happening was I was playing Just shows how deep you are into it. Yep. Man, it's like I was playing it this morning, and then by the time lunch hit, I was about 2 chapters away from beating the game, and I'm like, I really should be doing something else, but I'm also so close to beating it. Let's just go ahead and beat it. So I spent all of the rest of the afternoon just playing that. I think those last 2 chapters took me maybe, until 4 or 5, right before dinner. And then I beat the game, and it was great. It was great. Oh, the ending. The ending was like, how should I put it? I'm not going to spoil too much because I don't want to ruin anything for anybody else here. But there is a scene that happens that reminds me very much of like Power Rangers, because it's like it's you and all of the emblems like standing side by side, ready to take on the bad guy. And it was so cool. And of course, it's like as they're getting all pumped up, the opening theme song for the game starts playing in the background, which, you know, if anime has taught us anything, whenever the opening theme song shows up in the anime, that's when stuff gets serious. And that's when everything starts to kick off. So it was great seeing that. And then, let's see. So that was, the ending was great. I think the only gripe that I have with the game is that they did try to make some of the enemies a little too sympathetic right before we go in to finish them off. But other than that, the story was actually really good. A lot better than what I think a lot of the reviews and everybody gave it credit for, which is great because, I will say it was super cheesy, but I love cheesy stuff. And it was just the right amount of cheese, I feel. On top of that, you know, I've been thinking, they haven't really said that Fire Emblem Engage is an anniversary game, but it feels like an anniversary game to me with how they have all the emblems and everything. And not only that, but when I'm looking back at the dates, at least over here in the West, this is technically the 20th anniversary for Fire Emblem. Because I believe the first Fire Emblem game that we ever got was Fire Emblem The Blazing Blade, which they just called Fire Emblem. And I believe that came out in 2003. So, and I think it was probably like early spring. So this is the 20th anniversary for Fire Emblem out here in the West. And this game was a great anniversary for that. So I'm looking forward to see, like, they're going to be releasing some DLC and some extra free content as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to go. I've also I only did normal mode. So there was a lot of stuff that I kind of just skipped over completely because I didn't need to worry about it. So I'm probably going to try to do a hard mode, and then maybe I might try to do a maddening stream. Like, cause I think it's like, I don't know. It's like, I do want to do a maddening stream. I just don't know if I want to do like permadeath, like no rewinds, no resets, no nothing, like that sort of playthrough, which I guess would be kind of like an Iron Man playthrough in most games where, you know, as soon as you die, you're dead, that's it. Or if I want to at least take some of it, like maybe no resetting, but at least use the rewind mechanic that they have in the game. Because I think on the hardest difficulty, you have a limited use of it. So you can't constantly rewind to get everything that you want, but I'll have to see. I'll see how this hard mode goes through, and then I'll plan out what I want to do for maddening. But I'm also going to get the DLC as well, so that way I can get some of the extra emblems that they have in there, which I believe this first wave is Tiki, and then they have Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude. I think it's Claude from Three Houses, the Golden Deer. But they have all 3 of those emblem leaders, or all 3 of the house leaders as one emblem bracelet in the DLC. So that's really cool. Also, Tiki is going to be really cool because she can turn you into a dragon, which I will say the only weird thing about this game is that it's all about dragons facing off against each other. And our main character is supposed to be a dragon, but we never transform into a dragon once. And neither do any of the other dragons, except for the main bad guy, which of course the main bad guy has to turn into a dragon since it's a Fire Emblem game. And then I think technically your mother does in a cutscene, but you never see her do that again. So it's interesting. Okay, you know what? I did bring my Switch over here. Why don't I switch scenes real quick? Because I want to go and gush about some of my team, some of the party members I got, because it was quite fun getting some of the, like, messing around with some of these characters. Bum, bum. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. I will have to be careful, though, because I want to make sure I'm not spoiling anything too much. Bum, bum. So let me head over here. Aha, here we are. Now, get rid of this. Where's my Switch? And then I think I turn this off. Boom. And let's see. Aha. That should work, correct? Yes, it does. Man, it's like, I've had one of the main reasons why we haven't been playing Pokemon in quite a while is because I actually been, wait, why don't I hear anything? Huh. I'm not hearing anything in my audio. Do I need to refresh this? Give me a second. Bum, bum, bum. Sometimes when this happens, it means that I have to reconnect. Let me make sure. Do have headphones on, and I did wait. Yeah, sometimes OBS just likes to be a little weird. Yeah. It's weird. I don't hear the audio. I hope you guys are hearing it, because I'm seeing stuff going on. Advanced properties. Monitor and output. Well, I guess we technically don't need to worry about audio. At least not at the moment. I turn this on. Nope. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's because if I go to here, nope, that's still it. And my headset still sounds good. Bum bum bum. What am I going to do? Well, as I said. Hang on a second. Yep, yeah, yep. The audio is coming out of my speakers. Don't know why it does that sometimes. Boom. Let me see if I can switch that up here. Where is there audio settings? We're totally not configuring anything right now. Yep. Game capture. Ooh, I gotta be careful not to accidentally... Don't want to accidentally turn my webcam on. Okay, whatever. What does have to go without sound? Like I said, it's a scuff scream today. I'm just here to really show off things. Mainly, the first thing is that, man, I didn't realize this game was actually very long. Ended up playing it for about 78 hours, which is quite a lot longer than what I thought I was going to be doing. But let's just jump in. Now, I do want to say I don't think I'm going to be able to avoid spoiling some of the characters. So if you do care about that, my apologies. I will try to avoid spoiling any emblems, though. Or at least there is one emblem that I will try not to... Oh! Oh, they give us a bunch of items? And they give us a bunch of gold, too. Oh, nice! Difficulty level 40 plus for relay trials now unlocked. You can now select vicious volcanoes in the relay trial. Ooh. Okay, okay. So let's go down over here. Because I believe this is going to be the easiest way to kind of show off some characters and show off the emblems without spoiling too much. So if I go here, there we go. So let's see. I want to show off at least some of these guys because Louis over here, this guy was a god for me. Like he ended up, he was one of my main tanks, and this guy is a definition of a tank through and through. He's got 85 HP, 54 defense, and 41 strength. Everybody that ever went towards this guy just fell, like they tried to do damage to him. He just wasn't having it. And then I gave him 2 skills. The first was this pair-up skill, which prevents the foe from doing chain attacks, which chain attacks in this game, really broken. Essentially, if a unit is in attacking range of another enemy unit, and your unit goes to attack, that unit will get a free auto attack before your unit goes. And that auto attack bypasses hit and bypasses defense. So it'll always do like around somewhere between 3 to 5 damage, depending on... Honestly, I don't know what it's dependent on. It's like, it must... Because sometimes it's like they would do 5 damage, and then sometimes they would do 3 damage. But yeah. But anyway, they would always do that amount of damage, and the hit rate would always be at 80%. So it's like it would bypass so much stuff, and you'd have to be careful. So since I wanted to put Louis out in the front line, just so he could tank everything, I gave him this, so that way he prevents the enemies from doing chain attacks, or at least it prevents the damage from chain attacks. And then I kind of ran out of SP, or skills for him to obtain after that, so I just gave him some extra HP. So this guy, absolutely amazing. Oh, long ass hair. Yeah, the main character, her hair is ridiculous. Like I do like, it is very long. I do actually like, I got used to the color because I originally didn't like that either, but it has definitely grown on me. And in fact, I think some of the outfits really show it off really well. Oh, I love how the load times are taking forever now. Oh, I wonder if it's because... So let's see. I wonder... I know some of the class outfits do actually change your hair into like a ponytail and everything. And I believe if I go to here, one of my outfits... I think it's my training wear. Yeah. It's cool that you do get like a ponytail sometimes too. And I think all the other outfits are just really long and flowing. And then I think I could also buy... Could I also buy the emblem? No, these are like bathing suits and everything. This one actually looks good. But how do I get... Oh, you know what? I probably have to get the emblem. If I go to this amiibo gazebo, which is like over this way, I think this is where I can get some of the amiibo outfits. Yeah, here we go. Outfits. So if I wanted to get... I can't get Mars because I'm not playing a male, but I could get like Celica's outfit. Can't get Sigurd's or Leaf's or Roy's, but I can get Lynn's outfit. And then Erica's, which I love that they gave her like the gold armor, because it always kind of looked in game, like it always looked a little off in game, but I really love what they did with the character in this one. I can't do Ike. Ooh, we can get Micaiah's. That actually looks pretty good. Then Lucina. Awakening is probably one of my favorite games, so I do love that you get Lucina's outfit. Ooh, Corin's outfit. And you don't have shoes on either. Oh, that's perfect. And then Byleth, no, because this is we have the male Byleth in this game. Okay, so we got that. Who else do I want to show off here on my teams? Ah, Goldmary. So Goldmary was a character that I didn't think was actually going to be super good, but then I used her for a couple of maps, and she blew me away with how good she was in combat. I absolutely loved her. I could throw her at a bunch of enemies. Her passive is, if the foe is male, she inflicts a 20% hit on them, which meant that like enemies were just not able to touch her whatsoever. And then she would be able, as a hero class, be able to do 2 follow-up attacks for a chain attack, which was really good. So I really ended up loving Goldmary over here. Allcrest was an amazing archer. He's the only person that gets access to Luna, and Luna in every single Fire Emblem game has always been really ridiculous. I love it. Like, essentially what it does is it just it lets you ignore half of the foe's defense and resistances, and in this game it's based off of his dex. And if you look over here, he's got like 41 dexterity. Like, so he was proccing this thing 24/7. It was amazing. I loved him. Yunaka was also, she's probably my favorite character out of all of the games so far. She's the one that I actually ended up S ranking, because I just found her, I don't know, I loved her. She's also one of the few characters I actually had up at A rank. So, actually, who did I have as far as an A rank is concerned? I go to the, it's not here. Oh, it looks like I have a bunch of supports that I haven't gone through yet. Yeah, so I have Yunaka. Oh, I didn't get anybody else to A rank. Oh. Okay. Well, she was the only person that I could A rank, so. But definitely a good choice. And then who else? Hortensia. Man, in my next playthrough, I kind of want to turn Hortensia into a damage dealer. I used her as a healer throughout most of this game, but her speed stat is ridiculous. Like, she has 35 speed. And like, the biggest thing is that tomes in this game are very heavy, so they reduce your speed value by quite a bit. So, but with her speed, I don't think it would be a problem. And I think she could turn out to be a really good damage dealer. So I want to try her as a damage dealer next playthrough. And then I had Ivy over here. She was Ivy was a very weird spot for me. She has a very high magic stat, but her speed and everything else was kind of low until I realized that her build was actually rather high. And once I got her like a skill for +5 build, she was actually able to use a lot of these heavier tomes without any issue. So her low speed actually turned out to be relatively high overall at the end game. So I kind of want to put some more effort into Ivy next playthrough, because I think she could also be really good as a mage. Alfred. This guy was okay. The problem was I felt his speed was a little low, and his strength was also kind of just So he wasn't super good. Everyone else, I feel like, were either just okay, or I just had to quickly go with them because I was getting to the end game and I didn't finish building everyone. So so I just had to go with that. And then yeah, R class, absolutely amazing. This weapon, at the very end of the game, I just decided to enhance this. And then I love how we can use fist weapons in this game, because fist weapons are really broken because they can break a lot of things. They can break bows, they can break daggers, and they can break tomes. Pretty much all the range weapons. So they're really good. And then, let's see, was there anything else that I really wanted to show off? I think for this game, or for right now, probably not. But I am going to be doing a lot more. I'm going to be enjoying this game quite a lot. So really, I just wanted to spend a bunch of time just kind of gushing about this. At least spend the first 30 minutes. So let me pull that out real quick. And then let's actually do what we're supposed to be doing and have an anniversary stream. So what actually should I do? I know last time, I believe when we did an anniversary stream, I ended up we kind of went back through and saw all of this stuff that we did over the past year. And then we also, I think that was kind of it. So let's see. I'm going to open this up. Let me get do I want a Windows capture or a browser capture? Let's see. Windows capture should be fine. YouTube. Haha. And then let me just, can I crop this? We'll do it about here. And then I'll do this. We'll do that. And then I'll crop this a little. Nope. Hang on. That's not the right button. Oh, is it this one? Yes, it is. Ah, there we go. Perfect. So let's take a look at all the games and stuff that we've done and all the streams that we've done in the past year. So if I scroll down, we'll look for when we did our last anniversary stream and ignore the fact that I still have not done some of the thumbnails for some games. Bum, bum. Oh, wait, did I pass it? No, I did not. 11 months. Ooh, really? Did we go back this far? No, that can't be right. I must have passed it. I'm pretty sure I passed it. Where is it? Because, yep, here it is. Here it is. I knew I passed it. So, oh, that's right. I'm like, why is the time so off on this? And the reason why the time is so off is because around this time, I was still over on Twitch. So all of these videos are technically just vlogs. Well, they aren't vlogs. They're uploads that I did from Twitch over to YouTube. So when it says 11 months ago, that's probably when I actually uploaded everything. So let's see. What did we end up doing? Well, we ended up playing some Five Nights at Freddy's with Gail, which that was a lot of fun. Very, very scary and very creepy, but also a lot of fun because the game was buggy as heck. So it was fun just seeing all the random stuff that we could get away with, because there were several times where I would be getting chased by this animatronic, and then I could just hide in the corner. And I could just hide in this little crevice and they couldn't get to me whatsoever. And it was so much fun to just kind of be out there and be like, haha, you can't get me. So that was a lot of fun. And then what is this? I think this is when we played Project Winter. Because I think, I'm trying to remember, because if I'm remembering correctly, we wanted to do something like Uno, but then Uno wasn't working for everybody. So we had to switch games up at the last minute, and we weren't sure what we were going to do and who we could get with us. So I think we ended up just playing Project Winter at the very end, and we got in a couple of our friends. So I think we had a full party, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. We had a full Project Winter game. A lot of fun. Ooh. Then we played Ori and the Blind. Well, wait. So Ori and the Blind Forest was the first one. This would be Ori and the Will of the Wisp. That was a lot of fun. because Ori in and of itself was actually a really good game, and it was fun to see that this was the sequel. And also, I think this is technically the last Ori game too because of how the story goes, but it was really good, and I really want to see what else this like developer will end up doing, because Ori was a beautiful game. Beautiful game, tight gameplay. I'm never going to play it on anything other harder than normal because I am not that good. But it was a lot of fun. And then Pokemon. Oh, I really should go back and play Pokemon Legends Arceus, because I really enjoyed Arceus. In some ways, I actually think it's better than the current Pokemon game that came out with Pokemon Scarlet. But we'll have to go back and play it again. Or at least I will. Because the Pokedex, I feel like the Pokedex in this game was actually so unique, because it was so cool because you didn't just capture Pokemon to complete the Pokedex. You had to complete certain tasks for them. And you could do multiple different things. You could battle with them. You could capture them if you wanted to. You could level them up. You could do all sorts of stuff. It was really cool and really clever. I enjoyed that quite a lot. Oh, Hatoful Boyfriend. Oh, that's right. We did that for Valentine's Day. Oh my God, it's February, isn't it? When is Valentine's Day? Okay, Valentine's Day isn't for a couple of weeks, so that's good. Well, now I need to think about what I'm going to be doing for this year's Valentine's Day. That's Well, that's for future me to figure out. So, anyway, we played some of that. Oh, this is actually the first time I ended up playing TFT, which was actually quite a lot of fun. I think I got a little bit addicted to it for the first couple of weeks afterwards. So that was really great. But I haven't jumped back too much into it because just like with League, TFT just takes too much time. I hate how much time it takes. What else? Whoops. Hang on. Where's my chat? There we go. I'm glad that this is just a Windows capture and not an actual screen capture. So I can still kind of mess around. But let's see. What else did we do? Ooh. We ended up playing Valorant for the first time this year. That was fun. I think I was a lot more interested in playing Valorant this time around because I had been playing a bunch of League of Legends. Or, not League. Apex Legend. Different Legends. But I've been playing a lot of Apex. So playing Valorant was a nice change of pace. You're definitely not as spongy in Valorant as you are in Apex. But it was still a lot of fun. Don't know if I would ever... Again, I feel like just like with TFT and just like with League of Legends, the biggest problem with Valorant is the game length. And I just don't... Oh, okay. Am I good? I think I'm good. There we go. So, Valorant, what was I saying? Oh, yes, game length. Game length in Valorant, way too long. Way too long, but still a lot of fun playing it. I think it's much better if I can play it with friends than by myself. But yeah, that was really great. Ooh, then we played A Hat in Time. That game was actually a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Did we beat it in 3 playthroughs? Wow, we did. And then we're going on to the era of me being too lazy to come up with thumbnails after transporting them over to YouTube. So, my bad. Let's see. What do we have in here? Pyre, which was actually a really interesting sports game, which we played through a couple of times. Oh, no, we played through it once. And I think we got a good ending. I don't know if there's technically multiple endings, but there were a limited amount of people that you could save. Because essentially how Pyre is played out is you have a sports team and you're all trying to reach salvation and be kind of rescued and everything, but only one person on your team can be rescued at a time, and you can't rescue everybody. So it was cool to see everybody go off. And I don't know. If I were to play it again, would I send different people home? Or would I keep the same ones? Hard to say, really. Oh, and then we played Strangers of Paradise with Himuro and White, which I think the final DLC for that game's coming out. And I don't know. We've been thinking about playing it again. Honestly, that game was just crazy. It was crazy fun. I would enjoy going back into that. So we'll see. I know right now, let's see, coming up Harry Potter, and then of course Hi-Fi. So there's a couple of games coming out right now, so we may be a little too busy to jump back into Strangers of Paradise. Although I also do not know when the final DLC comes out. But we'll figure it out. What else did we play? Origami. Very cool ninja game. Ooh. Majin Souls. Was this the first time I ever played Majin Souls? This must have been. Oh, it doesn't show me a preview. But yeah, this must have been the first time I played Majin Souls, which is actually quite a lot of fun. I think the biggest problem, though, is that it's with Yostar, and a lot of the stuff is kind of expensive. Although you don't need to spend any money, I kind of want to get some alternate characters. But I would need to play the game a lot more before I got any of that. Also, I just don't really pay attention too much to it. I should. I'll worry about that later. Ooh, and then I played Civilization with White. That was a lot of fun. And did we end up winning? No, we didn't. I think White and I ended up losing to the stupid CPUs. Those CPUs. And it was always really funny too, because I feel like I was fine by myself and I had a couple of allies, and me and White ended up creating we ended up building what's a relationship or I forget what it was called in that game. But we were allies for that. But I think for some reason everybody hated White. I didn't pay attention to what he did. So maybe White himself got into a couple of wars that he shouldn't have. But yeah, I just remember everybody was starting to pick fights with White. Maybe I should have helped him in wiping out a couple of civilizations. That may have been a good idea. But let's see, what else? Ooh, Link's Awakening. That was a really fun game as well. It surprised me because the art style really threw me off for Link's Awakening, because it's kind of like this claymation sort of style. But it was really cool. And it made me like, honestly, what playing Link's Awakening made me feel like was I really just want them to remake Zelda Oracle Ages and Seasons, because I love those games back on the Game Boy Color. So I really want them to remake those games, or at least make them available on other platforms. But yeah, Link's Awakening, really good. Oh, that's right. I decided to hate myself for my birthday and play Jump King. No idea why, but I did. I have not beaten the game. Maybe one day I will. You know what? I really should try to go and beat Jump King. We'll give it a try. Ooh, then we played some more Monster Hunter, which I believe this year we finally did something that we originally set out to do in our very first year, which was beat Fatalis. Let's see. When did we actually go? Ooh, okay, we actually did another Monster Prom stream. Very nice. Some more Genshin. Alatreon. Ooh, okay, so I ended up doing Alatreon and Fatalis. When did I... Okay, I must have done that somewhere up here, because this unpacking stream is when I first came back to YouTube, which was... When did we come back into YouTube? When is the date? Ah, June 4th. Nice, nice. So that was 2 is June 6th. June is 6th. Yeah, so it's actually been 6 months since we came back. Nice. I've actually say, like, I love YouTube. So I'm glad to be back over here. When did we originally leave? Because I feel like I left to play on Twitch probably pretty close to that. Because I want to say, if I scroll down, I know Spiral was one of the last games that I ended up playing fully on YouTube. So, like, what was this? And when was this? July. So, yeah, it must have been around that end of June, early July when I switched over fully onto Twitch. And then I came back in about another year. It's kind of interesting. Like, I like Twitch, but I think two main things that I wasn't a huge fan of was, one, the transcoding options that they have for non-partners, which essentially means that for viewers, you're not always guaranteed to, or at least my viewers weren't always guaranteed to have the ability to downgrade the stream quality depending on how high traffic Twitch had, which wasn't great. So I always kind of streamed at a slightly lower quality and everything. I think I streamed at 720/30 with a very low bit rate in order to make that work. So that way people wouldn't run into any issues. And then, which I think is much different than what we do now, because right now I should be streaming at 1080p. Yep, 1080p 60. So it's nice to be streaming at that. But what else was I saying? Having a huge brain fart here. But I think that was one thing that I really didn't like with Twitch. And then I think the other thing was just simply the fact that, I got, as you can see over here, I maybe got a little lazy with not creating thumbnails for stuff and always forgetting. Plus, it always just kind of made me feel bad because the YouTube channel just kind of fell to the side. Like, it just kind of became a VOD channel. And it's like, I didn't want to do that. I need to figure out what I want to do with YouTube later on. But for now, I'm still trying to figure that stuff out. That is one of the goals that we have for this year, to try to test out a bunch of different stuff and see what it is that we're going to be doing. But yeah, so we did this. Played Monster Hunter Rise. I really should get back into that because I have not touched the expansion at all. I'll have to see. It's like Rise is so weird because I don't know, for some reason I have not been a huge fan of these side Monster Hunter games. I really like the mainline games, but the side games like Generations and Rise, I don't know, I feel like the extra mechanics I'm not always a huge fan of. But on top of that, I feel like the charge axe wasn't super strong, which actually, wait, it's the charge blade. Why do I call it charge axe? Is what it's called in Japan. So, but the hunting horn was amazing in Rise. I really hope they keep that going because that was a lot of fun. And then, we've got Kirby. This Kirby game, a lot of fun. In fact, I think one of these Kirby streams, for whatever reason, just really took off. Let's see. Does it show which one? Wait, did I only have like 3 Kirby streams? Oh, here we go. Yeah. For some reason, this Kirby stream all the way down here had like 600 views on it. I have no idea why. All the other ones, yeah, this one still had a decent amount too. I feel like everyone just loves Kirby, so that's why Kirby ended up doing really well. But we had that, then some Shadowverse, which I should play some more. I should do some more streams of Shadowverse. I haven't done a lot of card game streams this year, which is something I may want to go back and do because I love playing card games. I absolutely love them. But I'll have to see. I think the biggest thing that I don't like about card games, or at least recently, is just the fact that they take so much time. In fact, everything takes up time. That's the one thing I hate. It's like, I wish I didn't have to work. I wish I didn't have to do, well, I don't know. I feel like work's probably the big thing, right? Because I end up working 8, actually sometimes even, depends on what happens, but sometimes, at least 8 hours a day for 5 days a week. Sometimes a little bit more depending on what's needed. But, yeah, it's a lot of time. And there's a lot of stuff that I want to do. So I need to work on time management this year. That is going to be one of my big things to work on, is time management, so I can pump out more content for you guys other than just streaming. And we'll see how that goes. It's been kind of a rocky start so far, but luckily it's only been 1 month. And technically, since we're on the 2nd anniversary, it hasn't even been a full month yet. So we've got plenty of time, right? We've got a whole year ahead of us. So let's see. Apex. The Cruel King. I love this game. This game was amazing. I have on my list of games to play is there's another game by this developer as well. I don't know what the name is, but it seems like it'll pull at my heartstrings just as much as the Cruel King did. So, this game was a lot of fun. I highly recommend you guys go and play this or watch my streams, whichever. But this was really great. Also, I got very lazy with the thumbnail. If you can see, I think can I zoom in? Okay, that's a little too much. Too much. Okay, I don't know why the zoom in button had to be so delayed there. Boom. But I just put myself in the background. A little lazy on some of these thumbnails, but it worked out. Ooh, Phasmophobia. This was my first time ever playing Phasmophobia, honestly. It was actually a lot of fun. And I'll have to see, I don't know. Do I want to play this again for Halloween? I have so many games this year for October that I'm just going to do a whole month of Spooktober, or I have some plans for Halloween this year. And maybe I could fit in a Phasmophobia stream here and there, because that would be a fun collab stream. I'll have to see. Surprisingly, me and White haven't actually, me, White, and Hemorrhow have not played Phasmophobia together. We should. We'll pull in Sina or somebody else with us, and we'll get a four-person group going. It should be quite a lot of fun. Then some Genshin, did the summer events and everything. Neon White. Oh, this game was so cool. Not only was it really cool, it was also very unique too. At least as far as gameplay is concerned. The theming-wise was actually pretty cool too. Overall, this game really surprised me. It kind of came out of nowhere. I am really grateful for... Who was it? I either saw Donkey or... what's his name on The Escapist? Why is his name escaping me? He's the British guy. Yahtzee? There we go, Yahtzee. Because one of those two were the reason why this game even came up on my radar. But this was a really cool game. Definitely interested to see what comes out from this developer. So that was really fun. Ooh, play a couple of Fall Guys. And then Ultimate Chicken Horse. This game's crazy. Also, White is way too good at this game. Do not invite White to play this game ever, because he is too good. Don't play with White in this game. Unrailed. That was a very weird game as well. Not weird. Very interesting game with White. I think it was also free too when I got it. But essentially, you're just building on a railroad for essentially ever. You try to see how long you can go. And we did pretty well until we got to the snow. And then the snow kind of turned out to be kind of hard. Who knew that trains did not do well in snow? Or that I do not do well in snow? Well, I guess you could probably figure that one out. But yeah, so there was that. Again, some more Monster Hunter. What else do we try? Ooh, Sumeru. Kirby Dream Buffet. This game was a lot of fun. And no, I was going to say it was free, but it's not free. It's not free because you have to... I'm trying to think. It's cheap, but it is on the eShop. But it's something that you can always play whenever. Like, since it is on the eShop, you have to download it digitally. And I've played this a couple of times just on my own, either with a couple of friends or... Like, I actually ended up playing with my family over the weekend, or not the weekend, but over Christmas. Although only 2 of us could really play because I didn't bring enough nunchucks with us. Next time I will definitely have to do that. But this was a lot of fun. I feel like this is a really good party game. Yeah, we played some of that. Splatoon. This was only 4 months ago. Wow. This was actually quite a lot of fun. I think we played this a couple of times, didn't we? Yeah. Oh, because I played this a couple of times with Himro and White, and then I played the story mode by myself. Then we did Titanfall 2. Then AI the Somnia Files. Oh, this game was great. I actually do prefer the first one over the sequel, which we just ended up beating. Was it on Monday? No, it was Friday. It was this Friday. Man, we ended up beating a lot of games this week. I beat AI the Somnia Files, the Nirvana Initiative. Then I beat Fire Emblem Engage. And then we also finished off that Genshin Impact Lunar New Year's event as well. Which, by the way, just in time because I think it's ending tonight. So luckily we went through that just in time. What else? Tunic. This game was amazing. Loved it. And what I loved about this game, it was essentially a roguelike mixed with Zelda. And it was really cool because they gave you this game manual to try to like figure things out. But the game manual was written in a different language, and you could only decipher like certain bits and pieces of it, which was really cool because you have to try to figure out, okay, based off of the bits and pieces that I know, how do I actually go forward? Like, what is the next thing that I need to do? And that was a lot of fun to figure out. I think for the most part, we did it pretty well. I think only near the end, when we were trying to find some of the fairies that kind of had a little bit too much brain power to figure out. So I had a little bit of hope with that. But for the most part, I think we did the game pretty much on our own. Also, I did not realize how to actually power up my character. So throughout most of the game, I'm actually playing on like a very hard difficulty because I never powered up my character until the very end of the game. And then it became so easy. It was like, it's like looking back on it, I'm like, I can't believe I did that. But it will make a second playthrough rather fun. Although I love how I keep saying I'm going to go back to games. I'm probably not. Fire Emblem, I definitely will. But these ones, probably not. At least not anytime soon. Mahjong, I really need to come up with a thumbnail for Mahjong. I think we ended up playing this with White and Hemro because we didn't know what else to play. Speaking of White and Hemro, I need to go and talk with them because we need to figure out what to do for our next stream. Because we have not done anything since December? It must have been actually November. Because I feel like everyone's been kind of busy. Like December, we were all kind of busy hanging out with friends and family. And then January, of course, busy month for just businesses and everything. So hopefully we'll be able to play again. Fatal Frame. Oh, so we must be in October now. Yeah, because here's where I started playing Fatal Frame, which I think the sequel for this game just came out recently. So yeah, another game for October. Like I said, I've got a bunch of games stacked up for October. It is going to be quite a lot of fun going through that. The Fatal Frame, a lot of fun. Very interesting going around taking pictures of games and everything. Then Monster Road Trip. I love this game. I love all of the Monster Prom games. This one was really good. Definitely a lot different than the past games. But yeah, a lot of fun. HoloLive Error, which I think we did all of that in one stream, correct? We did. Honestly, this game was really cool. I liked it. I think the only thing was trying to get that true ending was kind of BS-y. But all in all, it was really fun to go through it. Then we did some Back for Blood. Ooh, Cardfight Vanguard. I need to jump back into Cardfight Vanguard because I played Cardfight Vanguard so much that it ended up on my stream replay for 2022, and I only had this game for a month. So to take that into consideration, I had this game for a month, yet it ended up on my stream replay as one of my top played games, which is kind of crazy to think about. But then we have that. Then we have Pokemon Scarlet, which we will be going back in and trying to finish. Because how far did we get? I think we're still missing like 3 gym badges. We're still missing at least like 3 gym badges. We finished up all of the giant Pokemon. And then we have at least a couple more of the Team Star stuff to do as well. So we still got quite a bit to do in Pokemon Scarlet. Which, by the way, I kind of changed the thumbnail on that a couple of times. Not sure which one I actually like a little bit more. And then what else? Ooh. That's right. We actually came up with our goals. Which is, I think I really like the goals that we came up with. Let me see if I can bring those up. Because I should have them saved. Oh, wait. I think I saved them into a Google Doc. Boom. Google Doc. Let's see. Where do I have it? And done. Goals for 2023. Oh, wait, no, those were my 2022 goals. Where's my 2023 goals? Here we go. Now, if I scoot these back over to here we are. So 1, improve my 3D stuff. Show something at the end of each month. I've not done this yet, but I will show you guys at the end of this stream some stuff that I've been working on because I do want to uphold myself to this. I did not get through as much as I wanted to because, as I said, I've been playing Fire Emblem Engage too much. But let's see, at least rig 1 character model. I do want to do that. It's not going to be my character model, but I will rig something and then create a small animation. So that's kind of all of our goals for the first one, which I love how this is what we did for this year. We came up with major goals, and then we have these sub things that kind of show whether or not we've met this goal up here. So this is all the stuff for the 3D animation. Then to be healthier, I need to go get a physical from a doctor. I should actually say from a doctor. And then clean my apartment every week. I have been doing this. I forgot I did this. Ooh, I forgot I have this on here. Okay, I'll have to figure out when I'm going to be doing a Ring Fit stream. I'm not looking forward to that. But we'll figure it out. What else? And then my last thing is to figure out what it is I want the sequel brand to be. Like I said, we've been doing a lot of stream stuff, but there's several other sections on YouTube In fact, if we go back to our channel, we have live streams, but there are 2 other tabs here for videos and shorts. Now, of course, since I don't do anything of that, none of that content is here. But I know, like, for instance, if we go over to Himuro's channel, which, by the way, everyone should go over to Himuro and subscribe. It's only like 99 cents. But if you go, he's got videos, he's got shorts. He's got a lot. Actually, he does shorts like every day pretty much. So, and he's got live streams. So I feel like he's a lot more diversified, which is something that I want to do this year. It's to try to do some of that. Or at the very least, figure out what I want to do in those areas. Because it's like, I have an idea of what I want to do for videos, which I think videos I might actually do for like animations and stuff. Because at the end of the day, I think that's really what I want to do is I want to create my own stories really, or at least tell small stories here and there. And so I feel like videos would be a good spot for doing that. And then shorts, I honestly don't know. Mainly because I don't really watch a lot of shorts outside of like the stuff that Himuro makes. And really that's it. Like he's, I guess it's just because, I don't know. Maybe I just need to dive into shorts and just see if like what kind of content I actually like to watch on there. And then maybe that'll help me figure out what I want to do. But at least at the moment I'm thinking, well, maybe for shorts I could do things like, progress on 3D art, like, work in progress stuff, maybe some fun stuff here and there. Maybe I could do things like clips. That could be cool. There was actually an awesome plugin that I saw Harris Heller from Senpai Gaming, which I believe that's their channel name. They used to be called Alpha Gaming, but I believe they changed their channel name to Senpai Gaming. And so they've released a new plugin for OBS, which allows you to do short content. Well, what's the correct way to say it? It allows you to create vertical content within your stream while also streaming at the same time. So it has a second monitor up and it records stuff in a vertical format for you while you're actually streaming, which is really cool. So that might be a good way to do clips, but I've got to be better at actually I got a Stream Deck. I need to set my Stream Deck up because then I could just go over and like whenever something cool happens, just be like, oh, bloop. Let's click that and save it. But yeah. What was I going on about? Shorts. No idea what I want to do, but we'll figure it out. So those were the goals that we created. And then we ended up playing There Is No Game. Quite interesting. And then for the past several days, several weeks, we've mainly just been playing AI, the Somnia Files, the Nirvana Initiative, which is the sequel to the last one. And then right now we're up to here. So what is it? How many games, or maybe it's a little late to go through and count all the games. Let's see. Can I go back in and count? Because I always love going back and seeing how many games we've played and how many that we've completed. Although there's quite a lot in here, and this is going to be so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, did I count that as? We've played a lot. We've played a lot. And we've gotten up to how many? 384 streams, which is great. And I've been pretty happy with around 4 streams a week. Although I may cut that back. Because I've been wondering how do I want to say this? So actually, if I go over here, I think I can go and see. Yeah, I forgot to post this week's stream schedule up here. But if we look at my schedule, also actually ignore the fact that we never played this game. But ignore that. But it's like I've been doing 4 streams a week. But I feel like I might cut it back down to 3 streams. because I kind of, like I said, I want to develop other skills so I can create other forms of content. And I can't do that if I'm using all my free time for streaming. But I love streaming. So it's like I don't want to stop it. So it's like I think what you'll see here in the next month is me figuring out how I want to do my stream schedule for the rest of the year. Actually, you'll see me go back and forth several times. I'll be going back and forth. I say that I'll try to figure out my schedule. Chances are, like, I'll do that for a couple weeks and then be like, I kind of like it the other way. Then I'll go back and do that for a couple weeks and then be like, I don't know. But I do like having a schedule because it does at least keep me somewhat, how do I say it? Somewhat committed, right? Because if I didn't have a schedule, I probably wouldn't be doing any streams whatsoever. So I always like coming up with the schedule at the beginning of the week and then keeping to that thing. At least as close as I can. I don't always do the streams. Like, as you saw in there was one stream, was it Kana? Yeah, there was something there. That I just have not done yet. But we will in the future. And then... what am I? What should we talk about now? Ooh, I know. I mentioned art, didn't I? So, why don't I go ahead? Let me open up Blender, and I can show you guys what I have been working on. As I said, I still have quite a lot of work to do on this. So, it is still a work in progress. But I think it's in a good enough spot now that I can at least show some of it. I wanted to get a lot more of it done before, but let me do I want to do Windows capture or... No, it's not a Windows. It's on display. This is where it's like, it's kind of bad that all of my scene stuff has been more or less captured for a very long time. So I haven't needed to touch anything. Ooh, can I do a game capture? Where is that? Do you think Blender counts as a game? Let's see. Specify a window. Maybe. If I hit OK. Did that work? That did not work. Ooh, and I've got to be careful. Ooh, actually, I have to be careful about Blender because I see that it has... Okay, never mind. I don't know if I'll be able to show this because I do realize that it has... show some of my photo locations. Might be deducting myself a little bit here. Okay, so pay attention to whatchamacallit, Twitter, because I'll be posting it there. I'll have to figure out what's the best way of posting Blender later. Also, now that I re-look at this, it's a good thing right now that I've taken some time off because, yeah, I see that there's a lot of stuff I need to go back in and improve on. Okay, sorry. I am distracting myself. This is the one thing I hate showing off about Blender because I create these models and I show them off to people and then I get distracted. I'm like, I really should be working on this. And then I end up just looking at my character's assets for a while. And yeah, not great. Okay, so I'll take some snapshots of that and I'll show that off on Twitter. And then what else should we be doing? Actually, do we even need to do a lot? Because we've been going on for, I think about an hour or so, correct? Oh, wait. I got rid of it. Oh, wait. It is not a scuff stream whatsoever. So let me head over. Ah, over to here. There we go. So yeah. Anyway, I think this is probably where I'll call it. Because, as I said, it's just been fun kind of looking back on things. I still can't believe I've been doing this for 2 years. It's great that I've been doing this for 2 years. But I feel like this year is going to be a prelude to something really big later on. Like year 4, year 5, watch out for those. Because those are going to be really big, I feel. Year 3, probably just kind of the prelude. It's going to be the Stormblood of this expansion. Of this, well, hopefully people will get that reference as far as Final Fantasy is concerned. But I feel like this is going to be the year that I'm just building up to a lot of stuff. So hold tight. If year 3 does not entertain you, I guarantee you that 4 or 5 probably will. And if they do not, you can come back in time and give me a long... You can come back in time and tell me that I was wrong. Although, could you do that? If you could do that, please let me know. Time travel would be kind of fun. But, although, wait. Do I want time travel to be fun? I say that, and I feel like paradoxes and everything would be way too messy. Paradoxes are not fun. They are not fun whatsoever. But yeah. Leave a comment down below. That's probably the best way to get a hold of me. And tell me whether or not I was right. And also, while you're there, hit that like and subscribe button as well. Actually, when I was watching I think I was watching something from MatPat, and he was saying only to tell people to subscribe. Or do one thing at a time and not both. Like, because if you tell people to do, like, hit that like, subscribe, and turn notifications on, like all 3 of those things, people just kind of be like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. But if you tell them to, like, just do one thing and then make it weird, then they actually do remember that. So, I think the example he used was lick that subscribe button and and support us or something like that. So, yeah, if you want to, you can go ahead and actually, no, don't lick it, because licking is bad. Punch that subscribe button. Maybe tickle the subscribe button. I don't know. Do whatever you want to the subscribe button. Well, not it. But, yeah. Trying to think. Yeah, no. I think my brain's done. Time to just go back in and enjoy some stuff. Do some research on Fire Emblem. And then, just enjoy the rest of the weekend. I hope all of you enjoy the rest of the weekend. I also hope all of you have a wonderful year. Thank you all for stopping by and enjoying the random stuff that I do. Well, I say random. Thank you for stopping by and watch me play video games. Because that's really all that I have been doing. But hopefully the future will be exciting. Yeah. Anyway, I'm done. Thank you all for stopping by, and I'll see you all again in the sequel. Later. Boom.